We underestimate how much of our money life fails not because we're careless, but because we're tired. Decision fatigue, timing mismatches, surprise bills, and emotional spending beat good intentions every month. Automation is not a fad. It's the only practical antidote to modern financial entropy. Set it and grow is the idea that your richest behaviors should execute without your daily permission, while your attention is reserved for higher leverage choices. Not a robot takeover, just a humane design that makes the right thing the default, the wrong thing difficult, and the important thing visible. Start by understanding what automation actually is. It's not just turning on autopay. It's a choreography of accounts, dates, rules, and alerts that move money to the right places in the right order, with minimal friction and maximal feedback. Good automation follows three principles: pay your future first, align flows with your calendar, and let one number guide your weekly behavior. If your current system requires you to remember more than 3 things on a Tuesday, it's not a system, it's a superstition. The skeleton is a 3-lane design: bills, wealth, and free spend. Bills is a dedicated checking account for all fixed costs: rent or mortgage, utilities, insurance, minimum debt payments, daycare, transit passes, phone. Wealth is a separate high-yield savings and/or brokerage where you fund emergency reserves, invest in low-cost index funds, and stash sinking funds for near-term goals. Free spend is a regular checking account for groceries, gas, fun, and the day-to-day. Your income lands in one place and is split by automation on payday: X% to bills, Y% to wealth, and the rest stays in free spend. Your job shifts from manage every dollar daily to glance weekly at one balance. Why this order? Because when people pay themselves last, they never do. Bills get nervous deference, lifestyle swells, and the leftovers become a ghost category. Paying your future first converts wishful thinking into ownership. This isn't moralizing, it's mechanics. The only way to consistently invest, build cash buffers, and kill expensive debt is to remove those choices from your mood. Mood will always find a nicer chair and a better dinner. Automation saves you from the charming liar that is future enthusiasm. Let's choreograph payday. On the day your paycheck lands, or the day invoices clear if you freelance, 2 transfers fire. First, a fixed percentage to wealth, retirement contributions in tax-advantaged accounts, 401k, IRA, etc., automated brokerage buys of broad index funds, and contributions to your emergency and sinking funds. Second, a fixed percentage to bills, equal to your total monthly fixed costs divided by the number of paychecks, plus a small buffer. Everything else remains in free spend. If you're paid bi-weekly, align bill due dates to fall after these transfers. Many utilities and lenders will adjust draft dates if you ask. The result is that bills pay themselves, wealth builds itself, and your week is guided by one visible number: free spend balance until the next payday. Inside wealth, automation splits into 3 buckets. Bucket 1, long-term investing. Choose low-cost, diversified index funds, a total market or global stock fund, plus bond fund if you want ballast, and automate buys on payday. Ignore daily prices, count shares owned. Bucket 2, emergency fund. Set a recurring transfer into a high-yield savings account until you reach your target, 3 to 6 months of your survival expenses, more if your income is volatile. Bucket 3, sinking funds, named sub-accounts for predictable but non-monthly expenses like travel, gifts, car repairs, tech replacements, and property taxes. Fund these every payday in small bites so December stops billing January. The psychological trick is names. Money with a job is harder to steal from. Debt automation runs in parallel. If you carry high-interest debt, your wealth automation allocates an aggressive line item toward principal payoff. Pick a method that keeps you consistent. Avalanche, highest interest first, is math optimal. Snowball, smallest balance first, is motivation optimal. Automate the extra payment and roll it to the next target the instant one balance dies. Do not route paydown through free spend. Mixing it with daily money makes it negotiable. It must happen whether or not takeout looks cute tonight. Taxes require their own rails. If you're a salaried employee, adjust your withholding annually to reduce surprises and automate an extra transfer to a tax or big bills bucket if you have side income. If you're self-employed, automate 25 to 35% of every check into a dedicated tax savings account at a different bank. Move the money the day you get paid. Do not trust yourself in a good month. Use quarterly calendar reminders to actually send estimates. Automation here is not about convenience, it's about survival. Nothing wrecks a spring like realizing you've been borrowing from your government without permission. Irregular income is where automation proves its worth. Percentage-based rules beat fixed amounts when income swings. Use the 10-60-30 split or similar every time you get paid. 10% to emergency and sinking funds until built, 60% to bills, or enough to cover the next 2 weeks of fixed costs, and 30% to free spend. In fat months, pre-fund an extra week or two of bills and increase your wealth percent. In lean months, the split shrinks free spend, not bills or wealth. You keep your identity. We always fund our future and pay our fixed costs, even when the graph wobbles. Employer benefits are automation's best friend. Contribute at least enough to get the full match in a workplace plan. That's a 100% instant return with vesting rules worth reading. Turn on auto increase for contributions annually. 1% per year adds up painlessly. Opt in to automatic rebalancing in target date or model portfolios if you're not comfortable managing allocation. If you have an HSA and you can afford it, automate contributions and invest the balance beyond a small cash buffer. HSAs can behave as stealth retirement accounts for future medical costs if you keep receipts. For FSAs, automate contributions conservatively and set up automatic reimbursements so money doesn't die at year-end due to forgetfulness. Automation fails when it's invisible. You need feedback loops. Set 3 types of alerts. 1. Transfer confirmations, X dollars moved to wealth. 2. Low balance warnings on bills and free spend at thresholds you define. And 3. Large charge alerts on all cards. Add a weekly calendar block, 5 minutes, to scan activity. Were transfers successful? Any weird charges? Any subscriptions to kill? Any sinking fund that needs a nudge? End the check-in by writing 1 line in a simple spreadsheet or note. Week of date, invested X dollars, emergency fund Y dollars, debt down Z dollars. Your brain will start associating weeks with progress instead of guilt. Let's talk about the psychological booby traps automation cannot cure but can contain. Hedonic adaptation means raises disappear into lifestyle unless you intercept them. Install auto escalation. Whenever income rises, route 50 to 80% of the raise directly into wealth before it touches free spend. This is the pay the raise to future you rule. Windfalls, bonuses, refunds, gift need a written policy to prevent story-driven spending. Write yours in advance. 50% investing or debt paydown, 40% friction reducers like home fixes, tools that save time, 10% joy or giving. Policies beat moods. Moods buy regret. Subscriptions are the termites of automation. They love the shadows. Schedule a quarterly subscription purge automation, a calendar event with a checklist. Open app stores, banking portals, and email for welcome or renewal subject lines. List them all, cancel at least one, and rotate or justify the rest. Use virtual card numbers for trials that auto-lock. Put renewal dates into your calendar 1 week before they hit, so you revisit value. Automation without periodic pruning becomes a vine that eats the house.
Cashback and rewards can be set and forget if you keep them boring. Use one primary credit card aligned with your real spend, groceries, transport, dining, and set automatic statement payment in full from the bills account. Funnel earned cashback automatically toward debt or into your brokerage. Don't let points lure new spending. If a card has an annual fee, put a renewal reminder in your calendar with a decision tree. Keep only if net benefits exceeded fee last year without behavior change. Automation that relies on discipline is fragile. Automation that relies on default is strong. Investing automation is where people either overcomplicate or underspecify. Keep it legible. Decide your target allocation once, say 80-20 stocks bonds if you're long horizon and sleep well, 60-40 if you need more ballast, and automate buys accordingly across accounts. Use a limited fund set, 1 to 3 funds, to avoid tinkering. Turn on dividend reinvestment automatically. Set a calendar for annual or semi-annual rebalancing, or enable auto rebalance in plan menus so you sell a slice of what won and buy what lagged, mechanically, not emotionally. Automation here protects you from the two most expensive investor errors: buying high out of excitement and selling low out of fear. What about real-world messes? Rent hikes, car repairs, medical bills, job loss? Automation shines during storms because it makes triage clear. If your income drops, your bills and wealth transfers tell you the minimum viable budget. You can immediately reduce or pause non-essential sinking funds while preserving investing up to a floor, like the employer match, and keeping bills whole. If a large expense hits, you pull from the right bucket. Emergencies from your emergency fund, not from investing. Car repairs from the auto sinking fund, medical from HSA, FSA where applicable. Afterward, you restore the buckets by keeping the same automations and increasing the amounts temporarily. The system is resilient precisely because the rules are known before the storm. Couples and households often sabotage automation by arguing about all the things, instead of automating the obvious things. Start with shared goals and shared rails, not debates about coffee. Agree on the 3 lanes, automate the rails, and then add 2 small personal allowances with their own automation, weekly transfers, that each person spends without commentary. Create a shared house money check-in where you both see the same dashboard for 5 minutes a week. Use one sentence. Bills are green, wealth transferred, free spend has X euro until Friday. You're not seeking perfection, you're seeking a common map. The map reduces fights because it moves arguments from "you always" to "the calendar says." If you run a small business or freelance, duplicate the architecture at work: a collections account, all client payments, an operating account, bills, software, contractors, a tax account, an automatic siphon of every deposit, and a profit or owner pay account, a fixed % transfer twice a month. Use automation to route every invoice paid into collections, then schedule weekly moves by rule. X% to tax, Y% to operating based on upcoming payables, Z% to profit or owner pay. Pay yourself on a schedule, even if clients pay you like raccoons. Stability at home depends on rhythm at work. Security and redundancy are a part of automation adults ignore until a bad day. Use a password manager. Turn on 2-factor authentication for all financial accounts, hardware keys for the most critical. Keep a secure note with your account list, beneficiary info, and what to do if I'm out instructions for a trusted person. Download account statements quarterly to local encrypted storage. If your bank offers it, enable account-to-account limits and alerts to prevent large transfers without approvals. Automation is only freedom if it isn't also a silent vulnerability. Let's design a 1-week implementation that anyone can run. Day 1, open the missing lanes. If you don't already have them, open a second checking account for bills and a high-yield savings account for wealth. Nickname them in your app so your brain sees jobs, not numbers. List your fixed bills and their due dates. Total them by month. Day 2, scheduled transfers. Set recurring transfers for the day after your paycheck lands. X% or euro amount to bills, monthly fixed costs divided by pay periods plus buffer. Y% to wealth. Choose initial split across investing, emergency fund, and sinking funds. Remainder in free spend. If your paycheck date varies, set a same-day rule that moves money immediately upon deposit. Many banks offer rules triggered by inbound deposit. Day 3, move autopays. 1 by 1, change bill autopays to pull from the bills account. This is boring and will save you dozens of future headaches and overdrafts. Ask providers to change draft dates to align with your pay schedule. Put any hard-to-move bills on your weekly check-in list until done. Day 4, automate investing.
In your retirement and brokerage accounts, pick your funds and set automatic contributions on payday. Turn on dividend reinvestment. If you use a target date fund in retirement accounts, this is one decision instead of 6. Don't overthink. Pick a year near your expected retirement and move on. Day 5. Create sinking funds. Inside your wealth account or budget app, create 3 to 6 named buckets: emergencies, travel, auto, gifts, tech replacement, medical. Set small, recurring contributions. Even 10 to 50 euro per bucket per payday changes everything in 6 months because you stop paying surprises with credit. Day 6. Alerts and audit. Turn on low balance and large charge alerts for bills and free spend. Set a weekly 5-minute calendar recurring event for your money glance. Add a quarterly subscription audit reminder and a semi-annual rebalancing reminder. Put your windfall policy in your notes and on your fridge. Day 7. Test the system. Run a dry run by lowering free spend for 1 week, pretend a surprise hit, to see if your week survives. Make one small house tweak, sharpen a knife, replace a bulb, prep a staple, so home cooking beats delivery. Celebrate the first automated transfers firing. Momentum matters. Common failure modes and fixes. My transfers overdrafted my account. Fix, add a 2-day buffer between payday and transfers, or set transfers to pull the day after deposit clears. Keep a small checking buffer of 1 week's free spend to absorb timing noise. Irregular income makes fixed transfers scary. Fix, use percentages triggered by deposits instead of fixed euro. Many banks and fintech tools allow move 30% of each deposit to this account. I forgot an annual bill and the automation didn't save me. Fix, add a big bills sinking fund and put annual items there. Put renewal dates in your calendar 1 week before. Consider prepaying utilities or insurance monthly to smooth timing. I keep outsmarting my own system when I feel flush. Fix, reduce visible cash, keep free spend lean and reservoirs elsewhere. Turn off payment notifications that feel like free money. Add a 48-hour rule for purchases over X euro and enforce it with a note in your phone. I'm scared to invest automatically because markets look high. Fix, that fear is why automation exists. Dollar cost averaging neutralizes timing drama. If fear persists, start with a smaller contribution and auto increase monthly until you hit target. Read your investment policy statement when headlines shout. Level ups once the core runs. Auto increase retirement contributions annually by 1 to 2% until you hit your target savings rate. Use roundup tools only as a psychological booster, not as your main investing engine. If you have kids and access to education savings vehicles, automate small monthly contributions there after your own core is funded. For homeowners, automate an extra principal payment quarterly if your rate and goals make early payoff attractive. Otherwise, keep the cash compounding in markets. Write the rule once and avoid debate every month. If your employer offers ESPP or stock purchase plans, automate a modest participation only if you're confident in diversification elsewhere. Don't let company stock dominate your net worth. The arts of set it and grow are patience and boredom. Automation makes progress look uneventful by design. That's the point. You will not get a dopamine hit from a transfer confirmation after week 2. You will get a different high, a month that ends without drama, a card that pays itself in full, a rising share count, an emergency fund growing, debt balances walking downhill. These are quiet victories. Photograph them once a quarter by updating a simple net worth chart. Slopes are sexier than screenshots. What do you do with the attention automation frees? Point it at leverage, learning, earning, relationships, health, and home systems that make your week cheaper and kinder. Use your mornings for deep work, not bank triage. Use windfalls to remove recurring friction, lighting, chair, commute, meal setup. Use generosity as a small recurring line that makes you like your money more. Automation is the scaffolding. Your life is the building. Build rooms you like being in. There will be exceptions: a move, a baby, a layoff, a diagnosis, a recession. These temporarily break any script. In those seasons, automation shrinks or pauses. That's not failure, that's intelligent design. Keep the skeleton, keep paying bills, keep a minimal wealth drip to maintain identity, even €25, and let free spend contract. When the season passes, restore the flows and auto-increase to catch up. Systems forgive chaos better than willpower does. Eventually, you'll wake up to a different baseline. The bills pay themselves, your emergency fund would let you say no to the wrong job, your investments buy shares without your supervision, your debt is gone or caged, and your weekly check-in is a pleasant glance. You'll stop asking, how do people keep up, and start answering, I don't, my system does. That's set it and grow. It is not